20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes going to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Finding space at the 40, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Mahomes. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's got Rome. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 7. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff for Patterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Patterson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket, looking for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Going up top. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They'll go again with Patterson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll drop to throw. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. This is Patterson. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Algier going straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Patterson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. A 4th down. They felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 61 yards. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Ritter will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, going back to Patterson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Once more, they turn to Patterson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simple. Oh, a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Patterson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.